Hi guys, so I'm finally filming another video, and this is a video that I've been wanting to do for a while now, but I just haven't got around to it. So I'm finally doing it, and I'm really excited because I know that there's a lot of people that are going to be coming in the spring. A lot of new students are going to be coming in the spring, and I know that there's just a lot of people who want to know more about Tuskegee and just how things went being at HBCU in a pandemic, because obviously it's very different. So I definitely want to do this video. I know like my friends had a lot of questions that don't go to HBCU, that don't go to Tuskegee, or didn't go to like a university their first year and just like had questions. And then I also know that there's a lot of people who like search about Tuskegee like before they go, just so they can have a little bit more information. So I really just wanted to do this video to help out other people and kind of give them insight on how things went for me personally. This is my experience. I can't speak on behalf of anybody else. So I'm really excited to do this, and I hope you guys enjoy. Okay, so I have all the questions that people ask me on my laptop. So basically, I'm just gonna go down the list of questions that I have and answer it that way. I got a pretty good amount of questions that people ask me, so that's really good, and I'm really excited to answer them. So I'm just gonna start with the first one. Okay, so a quick disclaimer. I've only spent one semester at Tuskegee, and I'm a freshman, so there's obviously a lot that I still need to learn and a lot that I don't know, and I still don't have a lot of information, but I'm simply just explaining and telling how my first semester went at HBCU, all in a pandemic. So I just want to let it be known that I'm still new to the school and like new to things that are going on. And once again, this is all my experience, all things that I went through and seen. So yeah, this is my first year. That was my first semester, and I'm still a freshman. I will be going back spring semester, so I do want to do like an updated video like once I finish my whole freshman year. But this is just for right now, and I really wanted to do this because I know that there's people coming spring semester that have a lot of questions. So, and obviously we're still going to be in a pandemic. So yeah. Okay, so the first question is, have you noticed self-growth since you've moved out of your city and left home? And the answer to that is yes. So basically, I'm from Florida and Tuskegee is in Alabama. I had never been to Alabama ever. Like, I never even went to tour Tuskegee before I went because of the pandemic. So I literally, when we went to move in, that was my first time ever being in Alabama, ever being on Tuskegee's campus. Like, just everything was very new to me. And I live in apartments off campus, so I literally moved into an apartment. Like, everything happened very fast, so it was a lot at that point, but I did get used to it. So to answer the question, I have noticed self-growth because it's like I really don't feel like I have to depend on my family as much, well, my parents as much. It's like I feel like I can really do stuff on my own, and I don't have to like call my mom, call my dad to do this for me, because I feel like I can do it because I was kind of forced to do it for 3 months. Like, I was literally just doing everything on my own. I still had them and I knew I could call them, but for the most part, day by day, it was just me. So I do notice a little bit of self-growth, and I feel like as the semesters go on and I spend more time there, I'll definitely notice a lot more. But yes, I do. So the next question is, are you happy you decided to go there? And the answer is yes. I'm so happy. A lot of people may not know, but FAMU was my top choice. I'm from Florida. I applied to every HBCU in Florida, FAMU, Bethune, Florida Memorial. I applied to all of those because I knew I wanted to go to an HBCU and I wanted to stay in Florida. Like, I did not want to go out of state. So FAMU was my top choice, but I didn't get my acceptance until I had already decided on Tuskegee and moved all my stuff in, so it was too late. And I honestly just feel like it happened for a reason. Like, if I was supposed to be there, it would have happened, and I'm not. And I don't regret, being at Tuskegee. A lot of people ask me like if I'm gonna end up transferring to FAMU or anything like that, And it's no, I'm perfectly fine where I am. I love Tuskegee. I love everything about it, and I have no reason to transfer. So I am very happy that I decided to go there. So the next question is, how do I make money? And it's really funny because a lot of people ask me this, and really I wasn't working I didn't work my first semester at all. My parents didn't want me working because they wanted me to kind of get used to just being in class and stuff like that without having to worry about working too. So I didn't work. I do want to work next semester for spring because I think I can handle it. Just going through fall semester without a job, I know my limits and stuff. So I want to get a job for spring, but I didn't work fall semester. So in terms of money, I had a job before I left for school. So I saved up a bunch of money from when I was working, and then I also got a lot of graduation money like as a gift. So when I graduated, a lot of people like gave me money. So I saved that up too. And then like I have very like loving, giving, and supportive parents. So I know that like whenever I needed anything, I just called them, you know, they gave it to me. So yeah, I'm just very grateful and blessed to have a family that, you know, provided for me whenever I needed, you know, anything. I know that I could just call them. So I saved up a lot of money, and then like my family helped me whenever I needed it. So that's how I made it through, you know, the semester. I was good, never needed money or anything like that. I was good. So yeah. So the next question is, what were my grades like? And I actually feel like I personally did really good for it to be my first semester in college, in a pandemic, everything online. I got 4 A's and 3 B's, which I'm perfectly fine with. Like, I have no problem with that. I know a lot of people like wanted all A's, and we did have the pass fail system, so I could have got my B's up to A's if I wanted to, but I really just didn't feel like it was necessary. Like, I was fine with having A's and B's. Like, I wasn't shooting for all A's. Like, I'm perfectly fine with what I got. I'm proud of myself. And yeah, I mean, it was stressful, but I did it. I was taking 7 classes. I have 4 sciences, a math, an orientation class, and a computer class. So my family, like, they were like, that's a lot when I was going into it, but I did it and I made good grades. So yeah, I have 4 A's and 3 B's. So the next question is, how's life at an HBCU? And I have a question of how's life at an HBCU, and there's also what is the campus life like at an HBCU. So I'm going to answer those together. So I can only speak for Tuskegee, obviously, because that's where I was, and that's the only HBCU I've been to. Can't speak for other schools, but life at an HBCU, from my experience, I love it. Like, I know that I didn't get the full experience that everybody else did, but what I did get, I mean, it's really nice. It really just feels like a big family. Like, you're surrounded like by people like you, and it's just like a big family. That's like the best way that I could word it. And then how is campus life? That's also only something that I can answer for Tuskegee, because obviously that's the campus that I was on. And honestly, the campus life was very chill. Like, it was like very like, it was always calm and like quiet. And I don't know if it's just because like there wasn't, not all the students were there. I'm pretty sure only freshmen and sophomores were on campus, and then the upperclassmen were they weren't on campus, but don't quote me on that. Well, there were like certain upperclassmen, I don't know, it was something like that, but I'm pretty sure not everybody, like I know everybody wasn't on campus. So it was just always very quiet when we went. And like I said, I don't stay on campus, so I stay in apartments, so I wasn't there like all the time. So there would only be like certain days, like we would usually just go to the caf, or like if there was anything going on there, that's the only reason why we would go. But whenever we went, like, it was very chill, like not a lot going on. The campus is beautiful, it's big, I love it. But yeah, the campus life is like very chill as far as like the first semester went. So I don't know, that's how it was for me. So somebody asked, what's the hardest thing that I had to adapt to? And I would honestly just say being on my own and not having like any type of family with me, like in a new state, like no family, no friends. honestly, that's like the hardest part, especially for me because I'm very shy, very introverted. So just like getting out there was probably the hardest part, just trying to meet new people and just, you know, be in this new place all by myself. So it's like I know that I could call my friends and call my family, but it's not the same as actually having them there. So like the first couple weeks, or I would say like the first month and a half, it was just very hard. But I made it through and now I miss it. Like I can't wait to go back. So really just the hardest thing to adapt to was just like being on my own and having to make those new connections. But I did it very fast. Like I said, everybody's like a family there. So it's like you just make instant connections. Like you go somewhere and it's like you meet up, get your Instagram, their number, blah, blah, blah. And it's like instant connection. So it wasn't hard to meet friends and like stuff like that. But that was the hardest thing to adapt to, just being on my own. So the next question is, did the pandemic make college harder or somewhat easier? And honestly, I really don't know. Like the workload I feel like wasn't too much in some classes. Like it was all manageable. And I say I don't know because I've never been to like this was my first semester ever in college, so it's like I really can't decipher whether it was more than usual or less. What I can say is that I did have upperclassmen in my classes and they said that the professors definitely piled on a lot more work than usual. So they said that it definitely was a lot more and it was harder. Like this past semester they said was the hardest semester just because of how much more work we were getting. But I mean, I don't really have any other semester to go off of or like any other type of college experience to go off of because this was my first semester. So honestly, I don't know if it was harder or easier. I know that I did it and I managed everything the best that I could. And I mean, it didn't seem like it was too much. Like some certain classes it was a lot. And it was a lot to handle, especially since I was taking 7 classes. But I mean, I was able to do it, so I feel like it wasn't too hard, but it also wasn't like easy breezy. So the next question is, do you feel like you missed out on some of the college experience because of the pandemic? And I definitely do. Like Tuskegee, they'll share like memories and stuff on Instagram, like from the previous year or the previous years and stuff of just things that were going on campus at the time. And I just think like I can't believe that was actually happening on campus, because if you look at how campus was when we were there in the fall, like it was nothing compared to like what we see getting posted and stuff. So I definitely do feel like I'm missing out on like a lot. Like NSO week wasn't the same, which I mean the new students will find out more about that. Homecoming, the entire homecoming week, everybody was like, this is not a normal homecoming week. Like this is nothing compared to what it usually is. And I thought it was pretty fun. So for me to think that this semester was like pretty good and I enjoyed the stuff that I did go to, for everybody to say that this is nothing compared to how it usually is, I definitely do know and feel like I'm missing out on my college experience, especially since I'm a freshman. But I mean, I know that I still have a whole nother semester. I still have spring semester, so hopefully I'll get to experience some things then. And I still have 3 more years to, you know, get out there, but it's not gonna be like my freshman year, which it sucks. But yeah, I mean, I really don't feel like I'm getting the college experience, but I mean, I did enjoy what I, you know, was able to see and be a part of for the 3 months that I was there. So the next question is, would you prefer online classes or in-person classes after the experience online? And with this one, I really don't know. I personally like to be in a classroom because it's just easier. I'm a visual learner. Being in a classroom is just so much easier, if you ask me. And I just feel like teachers don't give as much work in person than they do online. I think teachers and professors, they feel like you're at home, everything's online, they can just give work, and you're able to just do it because it's like, what else are you doing? But it's really not like that, because you have so many other classes that you're trying to manage at the same time. So I really would prefer to be in person, but at the same time, as far as my personal experience with last semester, it was actually easier to have my classes online because I'm living in an apartment off campus in Auburn, which is like 25 minutes away. So having to commute from my apartment on campus, catching the shuttle, walking to the class, and just timing everything right is just a lot of work. Like, I know people who at like 7, 8, 9 a.m.s and well, like 8 or 9 a.m.s, and they had to like wake up, catch the shuttle, get to the class, make it there on time, and then catch the shuttle back. Like, it's really just a hassle. So having my classes online was actually really easy for me because I didn't really have to worry about that. So I definitely prefer to be in person, but as far as last semester went, having my classes online really helped me out. So yeah. So the next question is, did I meet new people? And the answer is yes, I did. I think I kind of answered this a little bit, but yeah, I made a lot of new connections, which is honestly my favorite part about the whole experience in itself. Like, coming out of high school, I had friends, but I don't know, it's just like, it just wasn't, we didn't hang out as much, and I don't know, I just felt very lonely, and I really wanted a new environment and to meet new people. I didn't expect to be in a totally different state, but I mean, that's what happened, and I have met a lot of new people, and I'm so grateful for them, and just knowing that I have people at school. So I have friends. I feel like these are friends that I know will be with me. Well, I hope will be with me like forever. A lot of people say that like your lifelong friends are the friends you meet in college, and that's honestly how I feel. And I've only known them for like a couple months, and the bond is just like, I love it. So yes, I met new people. Even the people that I'm not like super close with, I know a lot of people, and like I said, it's like a family. Like, you know, you interact with everybody. It's like everything is all cool. It's like, I really love it. So yeah, I did meet new people. So okay, so somebody asked what the moving process was like, or like what moving in was like. So I can only speak for moving into the apartment. As far as moving into the dorms on campus, I don't really know. So yeah, if you're moving into the apartments, I can, you know, kind of tell you what that was like. So basically, we got an email and they told us the day that we were scheduled to move in and like the time and stuff. So yeah, we went to Alabama on that day and that certain time. And basically we pulled up and they had a packet with our keys, like our room key, the mailbox key, the pool gate key, the key to get in the gate, like all that is in this packet. So you go to the complex, there's like a line of people, and you tell them your name, they give you the packet, and then your room number, well, your house number, apartment number, and room letter is on the packet. So you just go to that building, go to that apartment number or whatever wherever you're placed, and you have the key to the apartment door, and then you also have a key to your room door. So it's going to be A, B, C, or D, or some only have like 3 bedrooms, so I guess it'll be A, B, C. I'm in a 4-bedroom, so it's A, B, C, D, and then it'll have like D there, so you'll go to that, D. You have the room key and you just go in like that. It's very easy. Like, the moving in process for the apartment is very easy. Like, you have all your stuff in your car from wherever you're coming from. They give you your keys and stuff. You go to the building, move your stuff in. That's basically it. So yeah, that's how I was moving into the apartment. Like I said, I don't really know how things went for the dorms because I have nothing to do with staying in a dorm. So yeah, that's how it was for me as far as moving into the apartment. So the next question is, did I enjoy my first semester at an HBCU? And I did. I get this question a lot too. Not even like my family and stuff always ask me like if I enjoy myself. And I did. And I always say like I enjoyed it as much as I could. Like, I feel like I made the most of it. given, you know, the pandemic and what we were going through. So I enjoyed it. I learned a lot. I got to experience a lot, and I'm glad that I was able to be on campus and actually like see everything and get a feel for things and stuff like that. So I did enjoy it. It was great. Obviously it wasn't, you know, normal or like what I wish it could have been, but I did enjoy it. So the last question is, do you think administration enforced CDC guidelines into the campus life? And I definitely do. I'm not just saying this. Our school, I feel like Tuskegee was very strict, honestly. Like, oh, I feel like the whole semester we were getting emails and stuff about like us social distancing, us not having parties, us not doing this, us not doing that. Like, anything that tried to go on campus or off campus got shut down because they were like, no, like if it wasn't a part of the CDC guidelines, they shut it down. Like, you have to wear a mask on campus. If anybody sees you, like any staff or anything, they'll say something like, wear your mask, you have to have it. You know, social distancing and all that stuff. I definitely feel like they enforced it, especially like as far as like we're in college, so like people are gonna party, so like they would try to like throw parties and stuff, and pretty much it always got shut down because, you know, you're not supposed to be doing that. So I do feel like they enforced it. They were very strict. I feel like, you know, my school was very strict because I would see like other schools posting and stuff like that, and it's just because, you know, their staff probably didn't enforce it as much as Tuskegee did, which I mean, I'm grateful for that. Like, we want this pandemic to be over as soon as possible, and you know, with people going to parties and stuff, obviously that's not going to help it. So they definitely did enforce it a lot, which some people didn't like, but you know, it had to happen. So that was the last question. I'm so glad I was able to do this because I know that a lot of people have questions, like I said, and there's probably more questions that people have. So if you guys do have any other questions, you can leave it in the comments. I also have my social medias in the comments too, so you could DM me on there. But yeah, I thank you guys for watching. I hope this helped. Like I said, if there's anything else you need to know, just leave it down, because I know I used to search videos all the time about Tuskegee and what was going on, but I feel like this will be very helpful for people who are coming now, because I feel like the more updated the video, the better. So I hope that this helps you all, and I thank you for watching.